Hello and welcome to part 8 in the series of Is There Any Meaning to Life? In the past video we talked about free will and why God chose to give it to us, and why didn't he just make us only capable of doing good instead of having the choice to do evil? Why didn't he make us like robots instead of the way we are today? And was it really worth the risk if we look around the world how it is now and all the consequences of being able to choose? So if in fact there were a God who made human beings without free will, who resembled robots and only had one setting, and that was only to do good, then your search for the question, is there any meaning to life, stops right there. A robot's purpose is to do what it was created for, and nothing more. However, since we see that it is not the case, and we do have free will, there must be some other purpose for us that we haven't quite put our finger on yet. We know that the God who created this universe and the standard of behavior we all feel compelled to adhere to is a very personal being. If he were not, and if he were simply an impersonal mind, he would have undoubtedly wiped us out long ago and started over. Just as someone doing a math problem would have started over as soon as they realized they made a mistake. So this puts God in an interesting dilemma. As we learned before in previous videos, the standard of morality is good, but not soft, indulgent, or sympathetic. Wrong is wrong, and there is no getting around it, just as 2 times 2 is 4, and that is that. But more than just being good, God is personal, which means he is subject to having thoughts and feelings the same way we are. And the fact that we are not wiped out and that we are free to continue to choose to do right or wrong shows that there must be some sort of purpose that he has for us. Now, many of you have perhaps created something that you are proud of. Maybe you created a painting or made a sculpture or a mural or something of the sort. Looking upon your creation, you may feel a sense of pride or fondness towards it. But if in the process of making it, let's say, you are drawing a tree and you realize that the leaves don't look quite right, no one would hesitate to erase it and do it again. But for some reason, we don't see the same reaction from God, so we must be more to him than a mere painting or sculpture. When a mother has a child and the baby grows up to be not quite what the mother had expected, she may have grandiose ideas of playing piano with her child, but comes to realize that her child is rather musically pathetic and prefers sports instead. Does the mother kill her child and say, well, that wasn't what I wanted, and then start over? No. So what is the difference here between the two scenarios? Both the child and the drawing were created, yet in one case we do not hesitate to cast away the mistake, and in the other we would never do such a thing. The difference here is the emotion we feel for the creation. While we may feel fond of a nice painting, we cannot truly say we have a deep and personal bond or relationship with it. But a mother certainly can with her child. As we examine ourselves, we see that we are more than just robots, more than just an inanimate painting or a sculpture or drawing. We are alive and capable of having a personal relationship with our Creator. This is why we have not been wiped out or erased or nixed and voided. This is why we are still here, because of his love for us. What other reason does a mother have for wanting a child? She knows very well that there is a chance that it will grow up to hurt her, or reject her, or even disappoint her, but yet she still wants a child anyway. In the same way, God knew that in making us, there would be a possibility of us hurting him, or rejecting him, or disappointing him, but yet he makes us anyway. Why? To have a relationship with us, to share in his love.